How would it feel to have a relationship that is connected and passionate and real? How would it feel to be with a partner who cares as much about you as you care about them? No more drama, no more games, no more online merry-go-round. Hi, I'm Anita Stoudemire, and welcome to the Better Love Movement. I want to teach you the skills necessary to attract and keep the amazing love that we all desire. Working with me will help you to uncover those love blocks that we all have. Many of us are pushing love away and we don't even realize it. But you can learn the skills necessary to attract real, genuine love and an amazing partner into your life. It starts with you. Connect with me now and let me guide you to the most amazing relationship possible today. Good evening. Let's see if anyone jumps on here. But I'm just going to jump in because I'm not going to be too long. I'm headed in the house. But I want to talk to you about a recent story that came across my YouTube feed. And it was all about, women putting themselves in these crazy situations. And then, of course, when the situation goes bad, they want to cry victim. And if you know anything about me, I am all about the accountability. I'm all about the responsibility. And as much as men may say women are like children, right? Women are like children. And, they don't hold themselves accountable. They don't. Thank you, pure underscore soul, for buying a badge. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. But some men will say women are like children and that they, need dads. They need fathers. That's why they need a man in their life, because they don't know how to be accountable or responsible. Okay, maybe that's true for some people. But I want to believe, this is what I honestly want to believe, that if adult women are grown enough, like y'all are grown enough, that you want rights, you want the right to vote, you want to be able to own property, you want to be able to have a bank account, and all the things that the woman suffrage movement delivered to us, right? Y'all keep saying y'all are grown, and you want to be independent, and you want all of these things. And yet, see, this is the part that's going to hurt your little feelings. You continue to make dumb decisions. You continue to make stupid choices. And when those choices go left, then you want to cry victim. Then you want to tell everybody how bad this man did you. How wrong this man did you. Can you believe that this man did me wrong? Can you believe that this man did this to me? Now, forget the fact that the last 3 women he been with, this what he did to them. This what he did to them. This is what he known for. But when you make stupid choices, when you make the decision to choose a certain type of man, to be in a certain type of man's company, to go to a certain type of man's house, to get in a certain type of man's car, to allow a certain type of man to move in with you. Like, something ain't adding up here, ladies. Something is not adding up. You telling me one thing. You're telling me you're strong and you're powerful and you're independent. You're telling me you're a boss chick. You're telling me about all your degrees and all the things you done went out here in the world and did. Okay? And how smart you are. But you making dumb decisions. Decisions that's getting y'all killed. Can we go there? Can we go there? Y'all making dumb decisions that's getting y'all killed. Make that make sense. So I'm going to give you some auntie advice. And I pray that you take this advice. Okay, I'm gonna give you some auntie advice right now. So this story comes across my feed about this beautiful woman, 38 years old, 2 kids. She finds herself with this dude, this violent, aggressive man that everybody know is this way, right? Like, you know what these dudes are about. You know these dudes that are out here, selling drugs, that are out here tatted up from head to feet, that are out here with teardrops tatted on their face, that are out here, carrying weapons, that are out here doing something illegal. I need you to understand something. When you choose these men, so if you never heard this before, you're going to hear it today. When you choose that type of man, you choosing everything that comes along with him. You're choosing the lifestyle. You're choosing the possibility of you or your children getting hurt or getting killed. You're choosing his enemies coming to your doorstep. You're choosing all of that. You're choosing his crazy exes coming to his baby mamas coming to your doorstep. Like, can I tell you that I have always, even when I was young, this is the part I don't understand about a lot of women. Because even when I was young, I have always despised drama. I have always despised men that come along with a lot of foolishness. I can't stand it. I've been out on 2 dates in my life, and one of them happened when I was very young. 2 dates in my life where some woman who claimed to be either the wife or the girlfriend or who he claimed was the ex-girlfriend, and she show up, or she knock on the door. That's happened to me 2 times in my entire life. And guess what happened? Guess what happened when the whole scenario was over with? Anita was good. I was done. I don't like drama. I don't like foolishness. I don't like nonsense. And if you're the type of man that comes along with a side of foolishness, you don't need to worry about me. But some of y'all continue to date dudes like this. Some of y'all are going to find yourselves in some horrible situations. And you're going to let that man talk you back into dating him, or talk you back into coming over, or talk you back into being with him. Baby, you're not a victim. You are an active participant in your demise. Okay? Thank you, Garland, for purchasing a badge. I appreciate it. Someone had a comment. I think the narrative that a man will change for the one he wants gives women false hope that they are that one. Y'all, I've already done the video on a woman's ego. Like, we've already talked about that. And I'm going to, this is coming right after. This is coming on the heels of the video I did called A Woman's Ego. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. You all give men, in my opinion, can I be honest, in my personal opinion, you all give men way too much grace. You give strange men way too much grace. Way too much benefit of the doubt. So much so that it's getting you killed. It's getting you raped. It's getting you and your children put in danger. It's getting you locked up. Like, I'm sorry. I only have so much sympathy for a woman that continues to choose these type of men. I just don't. I just don't. And how about this? Even if it's in our nature, because I am hypergamous, right? It's in my nature to want a better man. It's in my nature to want a man better than me in some way, shape, or form, right? I think a lot of women choose these violent, aggressive street dudes because they see that as some form of protection. They see that as masculinity when that don't have nothing to do with it. Dating no violent, criminal, aggressive dude is not masculinity. Okay? So I understand that there's a part of your nature that is attracted to what you see as masculinity, as manhood. But that's not it. It's dangerous. Like, you're not even connected to your intuition enough to recognize that being with this dude is dangerous. Back to the story. So this woman dealing with this dude, I don't know if it was because of his money. I don't know why the dude was nothing to write home about. The woman was beautiful. The dude was nothing to write home about. That always perplexes me when I see a woman with a dude that I'm just like, really? Okay. Anyway, and this dude, she eventually finds out how aggressive, how violent he is. He's threatening to hurt her. He's threatening to kill her. And she's, telling other people like, okay, I think he's just playing, or I think he's just talking, but this is what he said. Like, I'm good. I'm good. You got one time to play with me like that. Like I said, you can't even suck in a deep breath of air around me. I have sat in the car with a dude where we was talking back and forth, and he did this. He sucked in a big breath of air. Anita was out that door. He like raised up. I said, I'm good. And guess what? There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can say and nothing you can do after that. You suck in that big breath of air, you raise up on me, we good. Good men are boring because they are structured and accountable for how they spend their time. Bad boys are exciting and unpredictable because they have zero discipline or responsible behavior. And I'm trying to figure out, I swear for God, I'm trying to figure out how to help women rewire their brains. I know it's something going on in their brain where they honestly are attracted to this nonsense. They're honestly attracted to this foolishness. So much so that it's going to get them killed. It's going to get their children hurt. Something horrible is going to happen. You have got to rewire your brain. Okay? You've got to make a decision that, okay, at some point, I'm going to get out of the feeling side of my brain and I'm going to come over to the rational side of my brain. Anytime a man is violent or aggressive, whether it's verbally, emotionally, physically, mentally, financially, that should completely turn you off. There should be nothing in you that should want him at that point. And let's go here. I got a lot of people that say to me sometimes, and I don't want to come off as cold. I don't want to come off as uncaring, but I'm just going to keep it a buck on this video. Well, I feel stuck. No, you're never stuck. You're never stuck. You always have an option. You always have a choice. You don't like the choice you need to make, but you have one. That's why when people say that, I feel stuck. I feel stuck. No, you're not. No, you're not. Make any decision that is not staying with this person. How about that? Any decision. Make any decision. Make any choice that is not staying with him. How's that for a choice? Because you're never stuck. And it just blows my mind that people are so prideful. They'll stay with a violent man. They'll let this violent man put their hands on them or do whatever to them. They don't want to call their mama. They don't want to call their grandparents, their aunties, their uncles, their friends. I just feel stuck. You're not stuck. You are never stuck. And you should never have that much pride that you can't get out of a dangerous situation. I'll tell anybody, I have no pride. I have no pride. Let a man put his hands on me. Let a man, hold me down or keep me from leaving and all this other foolishness. You can best believe the first chance I get, I'm out. I'm good. And I'm talking if I got to leave the state, I will not allow anybody to abuse me. But I'm beginning to think, I hate to break it to y'all, but I'm beginning to think that the women are willing participants. Y'all are willing participants in the cheating, in the lying, in the having kids on you, and all the stuff that men do. Because they say what they say or do what they do, and y'all keep dealing with them. You keep dealing with them. And at that point, you're not a victim, sweetheart. You are not a victim. You are an active participant. If you keep choosing these types of guys over and over and over, if you got 2, 3, 4, 5 baby daddies, and all of them did you wrong, and don't none of them pay no child support, and don't none of them come and see the kids, the problem is you. You are the problem. Now, let me tell you, if I'm being honest, He said, it sounds crazy, but men should never be predictable for women because women get bored easily. We have to rewire our brains. I want you to get your kicks anywhere else but in the relationship. How about that? Men should lead. Women can be crazy and unpredictable. Some men snap, but they should just leave. Like I said, there are dangerous men out here. And y'all really ain't gonna like this, but in my mind, that's the nature of a male. A nature of a male, because you all have 30 times more testosterone than we do. You're going to want to have sex. You're going to be more aggressive. Okay? You're going to be more physical. That's the nature of a male. So when I am dealing with a male, guess who is in charge of keeping me safe? Guess who's in charge of keeping me safe? Guess whose priority it is to keep me safe? Me. I don't trust any man that I don't know. I don't give that much grace to strange men. And I am trying to understand why you women are doing this. Why are you giving these strangers so much grace? So much. Well, I thought I'd give him the benefit of the doubt. Well, he seemed cool, so I went over there. And well, you don't know him. The very nature of a man is aggressive. He is a hunter by nature. He is competitive and conquering and controlling by nature. So the fact that you would put yourself in a car with a stranger, in a house with a stranger, your house or his house, it's like mind altering to me. Y'all, so this woman, let me finish my story and then I'm going in. So this man killed her. This man took her life. And she started a trail of telling people what could happen, but she kept dealing with him. And again, in my mind, you are never stuck. I don't care if I got to move clean across the country. I don't care what I got to do. I'm not going to stay with somebody that I know is dirt dog crazy. That's not going to happen. Okay? That's just not going to happen. Hold on a second. There was a comment here. I need you to forget the side that there are women who drive men crazy because they do it for a sport. I'm not talking about that. We're not talking about that today. I'm directly talking about dangerous men. I'm not talking about women. I'll do that on another live. Today, I'm talking to you about dangerous men. There's nothing the women are doing, and these men are dangerous. That's the conversation for today. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? So, that's it. And whether the other men want to acknowledge this or not, now I feel blessed that I know men. I have male friends that do acknowledge, yeah, there are men out here preying on women. So y'all may not want to admit that on this live, but that's the truth. There are men out here that prey on weak, vulnerable people, namely women and children. Would I say that's the majority of men? No, but those men exist. So guess what? Guess what, men? Until I know the difference, I'm careful with all of you all. I'm careful with all the men that I don't know. I don't know you. Okay? I hate to break it to you, but I assume you're crazy. I assume you are dangerous until proven otherwise. And honestly, that's how I want most women to move. I assume you're dangerous until you prove otherwise to me. I'm not going anywhere with you. I will sit in a restaurant in front of a whole bunch of people. That's all you getting out of me. I'm not going nowhere late at night with you. I'm not sitting outside of no restaurant while it closed down late at night with you. I'm not getting in the car with you. I'm assuming you are not a good guy until you show me otherwise. And do you know why? Because that is how I work as a woman. I am vulnerable as a woman. I am vulnerable, just like children are vulnerable. Okay? A man can overpower me. A man can take my sexuality. Okay? A man can unalive me. So I have to move like it. And I'm sick and tired. I don't know if women didn't get this lesson when they were growing up. I don't know if they don't have a father to tell them. Like, I had a father. He was like, yeah, don't you trust no man. Don't you go nowhere with no man. These men out here are dangerous. My own father taught me that. My own grandfather taught me that. My own uncles taught me that. Yeah, don't you trust no strange man. I came up in the day of don't talk to strangers. It was assumed that everybody was crazy that you didn't know. Okay? That person is crazy. But as a female, every man in my family was like, you don't know him. Don't trust him. Don't go nowhere with him. Don't do this. Don't do that. I mean, they ran it down. They told me how to dress. They told me how to talk. There's certain things, Anita, you shouldn't be going out in public with on. There's certain things, there's certain places you shouldn't go. But y'all, I don't know if y'all didn't get that advice. I don't know what is going on, but I'm here to tell you because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of women willingly walking into the lion's den, and then when you get bit, when you get ripped to shreds, can you believe the lion did this? Can you? Yes, I can. Because lions gonna do what lions do. That don't make no sense. Like, did anyone tell you the nature of a man? Dang, I just, like I said, this happened to my own daughter. And when I tell y'all, I was furious. I was so furious. And I told her, I said, baby, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the circumstance. I had to keep telling her that because she was like, well, why are you so upset? I'm not mad at her. I'm mad at the circumstance. But I sure enough told her from that moment on, I said, the moment you are with a dude and there is drama, leave him alone. Leave him alone. You're good. You're done. That last situation, that last guy she dated in the fall, what happened? Dating this guy for 2 months. She over there at his place. She's doing homework and the guy is doing something else. There's banging on the door. His ex-girlfriend. I know you got that bee in there. I know you got somebody else. Blah, 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 blah. This went on. I kid y'all not. This foolishness went on for 2 months. For 2 months, this girl was banging on the guy's door. Then at one point in time, she saw my daughter in CVS picking up a prescription. The girl runs after my daughter. My daughter run and get in her car. The girl run and get in her car. Follows my daughter. My daughter goes to this dude's house that she's dating. Runs inside. Him and his roommates come out. And here's the girl outside. Where's that bee? I'ma kick her. Hey, blah, blah, blah. That, I kid y'all not. I kid y'all not. Now, I'm 56. And Anita almost caught a case over that. I almost caught a case over that whole situation. I went there. I said, you're done. Well, it's not him. It's her. You're done. You're done. Okay? This is over. You're done. The second that this drama with this dude came up, you're done. I don't care who he is. I don't care how you feel about him. You're done. It's situations like this. Now, that girl could have hurt my daughter. That girl could have killed my daughter. Anything could have happened. The guy could have hit her or done something to her, and now he's in trouble. I don't do drama. There's a reason why I have spent 56 years outside of the justice system. I know how unfair the justice system is. That's why I don't have nothing to do with it. That's why I stayed the heck out of it. And I told my kids that. You'll never know how unjust the justice system is because you never gonna get in it. You never gonna get in it. So if nobody is arresting you, if nobody is picking you up and arresting you and fingerprinting you and you got a mugshot, you will never know how bad the justice system is. But I told her, I said, nope, you're done. And that is my firm rule, ladies. I don't care what the foolishness is. I don't care what the man tells you. Leave it alone. Yeah, it's going to excite you all right into your grave. It's going to excite you all right. If you like excitement, if you like passion and all this other nonsense, and let's be honest, it's a trauma response. People who are healed and happy and whole, people who don't have wounds around that, people who were loved, raised on love and not survival, that's not exciting to us. I don't find that exciting. I don't date guys with teardrop tattoos. That is an utter turnoff. I don't even, can I be real? Can I be real? I don't even like tattoos at all. Like I don't like it. I was going to say something derogatory and I caught myself, but I don't like it. I don't like it. My daughter's trying to get it. I mean, my daughter, my other daughter, my dog is trying to get into my garden. I see you. I see you. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like it's a symbolism for something. So I'm going to be honest with y'all. I leave people who are covered in tattoos. I leave them alone. I don't like it. I don't like it. It does something to my spirit. So but ladies, y'all really not going to like this. But some of y'all are participants. You're not victims. You're not going to sit here and tell me he did. When you keep choosing this dude, you keep choosing men like him. You keep going back to the same dude. So let me finish the story with the young lady. So this young lady is gone away from here. She has 2 children that's got to be raised by her mother because this dude took her life. Come to find out, this was not the first violent dude that she dated. And y'all, I mean, I can't make this up. If you have physical history with more than one man, I have physical history with one man. I can say his name right now. That one man, when I was 21, slapped me when we got in an argument. That's it. That's it. That's enough for me. Okay? Never happened again. Never found myself in that situation again. But if you have violent history with more than one man, I hate to break it to you, but it's you. You have work to do. And look, a lot of women will come to me and in their counseling session or their coaching session, well, I don't trust myself. Okay, so you know what I'm going to tell you? You right. Maybe I don't know how to pick them. Maybe I'm not good at picking good men or whatever. Guess what I tell them? Don't pick no man at all. Until you heal, until you figure out what's going on inside of you, don't pick nobody. That's the safest bet for you. Don't pick nobody. Okay? Don't pick nobody. That's what you need to do. So many millennials did not get any guidance. Well, I'm here to tell you, don't trust no man you don't know. Okay? And it's going to take 12 months. 12 months. And I'm talking 12 months and a whole lot of talking on the phone, a whole lot of texting, a whole lot of spending time together, a whole lot of stressful situations, a whole lot of things for me to feel like I can trust you. But the minimum is 12 months. I don't bet on anybody sooner than that because I don't know you. I don't know you like that. You ain't been through nothing. We haven't had any conflict. We haven't had anything horrible happen in our life to truly stress you out. So I can really see who you are. I don't know you like that. But ladies, this is where I'm going to tell you, how you've been tricked and bamboozled. This feminist movement, these feminist women, they have sold you a lie. Okay, let me tell you what the lie is. Well, it don't matter how you dress. It don't matter where you are. It don't matter if you go over to his house at 2 a.m. If you don't give consent, keep thinking that if you want to. Keep thinking that if you want to. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That you're going to put yourself in danger for the sake of, well, he can't do nothing to me, or he shouldn't do nothing to me, or, by law, Baby, let me tell you something. You need to protect you. You do not give up the protection and care of you to a strange man that you don't know. That don't make no sense. That's what you're doing when you go over to a man's house you don't know. You are giving him the benefit of the doubt, giving him grace. You're expecting him to protect you. He don't know you. He don't work for your well-being. And what do I keep telling y'all? And you won't listen. You will not listen. The men are instructing you in such a way to benefit themselves. That's it. Unless it's your daddy, unless it's your granddaddy, unless it's your uncle, unless it's a man that can't have sex with you or respects you or truly loves you, your husband. But these other men out here, if he ain't your husband, if he ain't your daddy, if he ain't your granddaddy, if he ain't your uncle, if he's not a good man that's actually trying to protect you, that man is telling you something that benefits him. Period. I broke it off with a guy who told me he got into a fight with his dad and shouldered his mom out his way. Yeah, no, I'm good. Good for you. The truth may hurt, but it can save your life. Yeah. And I'm here to give it. I'm here to give it. Some folks can't walk through the threshold of a church, let alone meeting parents and friends. You can't assume that he's not crazy either. Yeah. I assume every man can physically, like, I need y'all to hear me on this. I want you to assume that every man can physically beat you to death with his bare hands. I don't care how good he look. I don't care how cute he is. I don't care what his smile look like and how charming he is. If that switch flips, he could beat you to death with his bare hands. But oh, he's not allowed to do that. I have rights. I should be able to dress how I want, and a man should not rape me, and da-da-da. You willing to take that chance? Are you willing to take that chance? You willing to bet on that? That this man shouldn't do something to you? No, baby, you have to protect yourself. There are certain things I don't wear. There are certain places I don't go. That's called wisdom. That's common sense. I don't show up at certain places at 2 o'clock in the morning and say, nobody better not mess with me. What do I look like saying that? I look like a fool. But ladies, I'm sorry. I do not have any sympathy. I do not have any, I can't. Because I've seen it before. Women getting back with the same guy over and over. You are a willing participant at this point. It's hard to maintain a level of empathy for what you're doing. You are willingly putting yourself in these situations. Let me tell y'all, when I was back in that group, the little group that tell on the men, why the girl, like I said, I couldn't believe some of the things that I saw. And that's when it became evident to me that women will say they want one thing and they will do a totally different thing. They will do a thing based on how they feel, not using their logical mind. Like, it don't make no sense. And even if they try to, give me this intuitive thing, well, intuitively he felt safe. No, you're disconnected from your intuition. And even still, I always rely on this. This gonna keep me safe every single time. We're gonna do another live where I'm gonna talk about the femininity principles. So it's just like biblical principles. It's just things you do a certain way every time that gets you good results. And y'all keep saying, I'm an individual. That don't apply to me. Principles apply to everyone. And they make it so that if you stay within these boundaries, you will stay safe. That applies to everyone. But y'all keep bucking against that. I'm an individual. That don't apply to me. And you being too general and everything ain't for everybody. Keep doing what you're doing. But this woman lost her life. Lost her life to some foolishness. Now back to the story about my daughter. So this dude and his ex-girlfriend and all this foolishness, right? This the peace they resistance. This would almost got Anita locked up. And look, my daughter know me. My daughter know me. I was the last person that found out this. And by the time I found out, the whole thing was over. Because she know me. She know how I'm built. So unbeknownst to me, now she done told everybody else, but she didn't tell me. Unbeknownst to me, her and this dude got into some sort of scuffle. He slapped her. Now that right there, like, okay, let me get my keys. Let me round up every man I know, right? I'm not going by myself, but I am going to round up every man I know. Like right there, I'm trying to stay out of the justice system. But yeah, and guess what? Well, he slapped me and now I'm not dealing with him. You shouldn't have dealt with him from the start. When I told you, as soon as the drama showed up, you could have saved yourself All of this. I told you that. I said the second that girl banged on that door that night, you should have been done. You should have went back to your apartment and never spoke to him again. And there ain't nothing he could say, and there ain't nothing he could do. I don't do this type of drama. Anything could have popped off. And look at what did happen. And look, this is what she told everybody. She told everybody, and she didn't tell me, y'all. She didn't tell me because she knew what was going to happen. She told everybody, well, you know, he slapped me, and, you know, I can't tell my mom because I know what she going to say. I know she going to say, you should have left him. You shouldn't be dealing with him. She right. She right. That's exactly what I would have said. You going to listen. It'll learn you. It'll learn you, as the old folks say. It'll learn you one day. You going to listen. Yep. It'll learn you. Okay. But I'm trying to give y'all basic principles to live by. Ladies, please pay attention. Basic principles. Basic principles that if you stay within these boundaries, if you do these things that I'm telling you, it's going to keep you safe. It's going to keep you out of the nonsense. You're not going to have to deal with all this foolishness. You're not going to have to deal with these out of wedlock births and the physical violence and all this other stuff, the cheating on. I can save you from all of that. But you have got to stop making stupid, irrational choices, because that is what you're doing. You cannot tell me you're a grown A woman on the one hand, and independent and a boss chick, and I do this and I got that. But on the other hand, you make stupid choices. You do dumb things when it comes to men, and you get dumb results. That don't make sense. Let me tell y'all something. I'm smart in business. I'm smart in life. Okay? I make things happen in my business, and I don't put up with no nonsense in my real life. Okay? I'm happy on my own, because there's lots of things you ain't gonna do. And y'all keep, where your man? Where your man? Baby, let me tell you what. I ain't got no man. I ain't got no problems. I ain't got no cheating. I ain't got no domestic violence. I ain't got no arguing. I ain't got no passive aggressiveness. I ain't got no STDs. There's a whole lot of things I ain't got. But y'all have got to get smarter. You've got to. I see it every single day. Women making the same dumb choices over and over. And just like the social experiment, the guy posting his picture to Tinder, put in his bio, I have charges from beating up my ex-girlfriend. I have charges against me for beating up a woman, and 800 women on Tinder want to meet him. They want to match. They match with him. They want to meet with him. They're so curious. Oh, Tyler, I'm so curious about this. I just want to know what happened. I don't even want to know you, much less what happened. That's a problem. That's a problem, ladies. And we are a huge part of the problem. You have got to learn how to master your own nature. And look, let me tell y'all this. My 81-year-old mother, you know what she said last week? She said, Anita, men will always, I couldn't believe it. She said, men will always have one up on women. I said, really? You don't think it's possible for us to, beat them at their own game? She's like, no. She said, a woman's ego, a woman's desires, her nature, she can't even master herself, much less master men. A big part of mastering the game of dating and love and relationships and men is you have to learn how to master your own nature. You have to stop making these stupid decisions based on feelings only. It feels right. He feels good. Forget the fact that he got a bankruptcy. Forget the fact that he got 5 kids by 4 different women. Forget the fact that the last 3 women he cheated on. Like, y'all throw out just basic common sense. You see all those facts about a person and you throw it away. That is insanity. It's insanity. I don't understand it. How to be direct with a man and let him know you are not interested while staying safe in public. So if you are in public, you just say, oh, you know what? We're just not a good fit for each other. That's it. We are not a good fit for each other. If you sense that that man will go off or do something crazy, yeah, definitely do it in public. Definitely do it over the phone. Definitely do it via text. I wouldn't be somewhere by myself with him. I would just say, hey, we're not a good fit. The last guy I went out with 3 times, I called him over the phone. I gave him the news over the phone. Hey, I don't think, this is going to go any further. I don't think we're a good fit. We're not a good match. And, he talked a little more. I talked a little more. And he talked a little more. And I was like, okay, great. Bye. So, yeah, but you must do it. Take somebody with you if you need to. So, nope. Unfortunately, women have an I can fix him nature. So okay, thank you. Miss Minding Her Business 007. So until y'all can master that, my mom is right. You all will not win. You'll keep falling for the okie doke. And what do I always say? Women don't know how to be loyal. I'm just going to be honest. We don't know how to be loyal. We don't know how to be loyal to each other. We don't know how to stick together. Half of us don't know how to be loyal to a man. But that lack of loyalty, that lack of sticking together, we're in constant competition with one another. The fact that a woman will knowingly date a married man, try to take that man from another woman, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. But that's the woman's ego. And then you get him, and the same thing happens to you. You're an idiot. I don't feel anything for women like that. I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel empathetic. I don't care what he did. You walk right into that. So until you can control your nature, until you can all stick together, until all of you can keep your legs closed until you're married, until you can stop wanting to win some sort of competition that you think you're in with other women, till you can show up and just be yourself and be authentic. Okay, I didn't get chosen. All right. I'm not going to, now go all out to try to win this man. Now I got to do this and do that and get on my knees and get on my back and no, I'm not doing any of that. Oh, well. Yeah, it is big trauma. You are right. Big trauma. Yeah. But here's the thing. If you're out on a date and it goes sour, you don't need to do it right then and there. You just call or text the person. If you're out on a date and it goes sour, like if it went real sour, I would just get up and walk out. I wouldn't even have any words. Like I've had that happen once in my whole life, where a man was just so disrespectful and so insufferable that I just got up. I gave him a dark feminine look. I put my napkin on the table and I walked out. And look, he called, he texted, and look, I ain't big on blocking people, y'all. It take a lot for me to block you. But he called, he texted, his message went right to voicemail, and then I deleted it. His text deleted them, and eventually he went away. There you have it. So you don't have to do or say anything. That's it. But remember what I keep telling y'all, you don't listen to the basic principles. First of all, it shouldn't just be you choosing. It shouldn't ever just be you choosing. You're supposed to have the 3-point inspection system, but y'all don't do that. You don't do the 3-point inspection system. You don't let people you know and trust and love meet this person and let them tell you what they think and how to, what they feel coming off of that person. You want to move in silence. You want to be all sneaky and move in silence. And then you want to wait till 3 months, 4 months go by when you done had sex and you all in love. Now you want to bring this dude around everybody and they can see what you can't see. Because what you don't understand is the moment you sleep with that man, you can no longer vet him. The moment you sleep with that man, your evolutionary programming says, that's my husband. That's my husband. So what you look like trying to find something wrong with him? What you look like trying to get away from him? That's your husband. That's what your programming says, that once you lay with him, once you consummate the relationship, your body believes that that's your husband. So there's no more vetting. So of course he's going to act a fool. Of course he's going to start acting up because he can tell. Men are not stupid. I keep telling y'all this. Men know how to hook y'all. They know, okay, I just got to be charming. I got to buy this. I got to do that. I got to lay some pipe on her. And yeah, she's going to fall in love. And then a month later, I'm going to act like a fool. Isn't that what Nick Cannon actually told you? He told you this. Yeah, I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be the guy she wants me to be. I'm going to take her to church, and we're going to go to the mosque. And then once I get the drawers, 3 weeks in, toxic Nick shows up. He told y'all the formula. And y'all fall for it every time. And then what's really crazy, okay, once you figure out that guy, you like, okay, that was mean, that was messed up. And then here come the next guy with the same formula. And you volunteer again. I volunteer as tribute. I volunteer for the foolishness. I volunteer for the domestic violence. I volunteer for the cheating. I volunteer for the lying. I volunteer for the using me for my money. Stop. My comment regarding some women have the I can fix him comment was in regards to the man who posted on Tinder, but I'm definitely in agreement with you. The women matching with the guy on Tinder, they have that, but they also have, there's a level of trauma. There's a level of being emotionally unhealthy. Because like I said, people who are emotionally healthy, that don't turn them on. I never was into guys that weren't in college. When I was a college student, I remember it like it was yesterday. Me and all my college girlfriends going to our frat parties and going to different parties and different stuff. And there was always street dudes. There's always street dudes, guys from the city that would come to the parties out in Maryland. And I was like, ew. And they'd be like, yeah, girl, look at him. No, don't look at him. I'm like, what is wrong with the men that we're actually in school with? Like, why wouldn't you choose a man who's getting a degree like you? I don't understand it, y'all. I just don't understand it. What is wrong with y'all? You got all these men on your college campus that are actively doing something to improve their life. And you gonna choose this dude coming in from the city, coming to the party, smelling like weed, with his pants, you can see the color of his underwear. Okay, and his locks or his braids or whatever. No. Covered in tattoos. No. Not interested. I'm going to choose a man that's in college just like the rest of us. And I keep telling younger women, if you are in school, if you are in graduate school, if you're in law school, if you're in medical school, if you're in some sort of program, please choose from that pool of eligible men. Why are you dating these men that don't have any future? Why are you dating these men that are working at places, these places, these dead end places? What is that about? What is that about? So, no. And how about this? Ooh, y'all gonna hate this, but I'm gonna give you some principles, and you either follow it or you don't. I'm gonna give you some principles, right? If a man gives you a name that's not his government name, pass. That was one of the principles that I live by. Okay? So when I was in college and a man came up to me at a party, yeah, my name is RC. My name is Boo Boo. My name is Ray Ray. My name is... That was an immediate turnoff. I was like, yeah, I'm good. If you can't say, my name is Derek. My name is William. They call me Will. My name is Michael. My name is, yeah. If you don't introduce yourself with your government name, that's a big red flag. Like, no, thank you. I'm good. If you use phrases like, everybody has a past, like, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, if you got a whole bunch of kids by a bunch of different people, I'm good. If you have multiple marriages that have failed, have ended, I'm good. Okay? I don't do the whole I'm covered in tattoos from head to toe. I'm good. I'm good. Okay? So, yeah, there's some basic principles that you all just don't want to apply to your life. And you're going to get what you get. But please, ladies, I beg of you, protect yourself. Stop giving all these passes. Y'all are giving passes to dangerous men. You're giving passes to men you don't know. You having sex with them without protection. You're getting pregnant. What did I say? You shouldn't be sleeping with no man that wouldn't make no good father. You shouldn't be sleeping with any man that you don't think would make a good father. If he won't make a good father, you shouldn't sleep with him. You shouldn't be sleeping with anybody unprotected other than your husband. That is a huge no-no. If you just use the principles, it has the ability to keep you safe. It has the ability to make life easy. So yeah, if you're addicted to like foolishness and drama, if you're addicted to, I guess, the high of the danger or whatever, you need to rewire your brain, because it's really dangerous. All right. It could get you killed. It could get you hurt. It could get your children hurt. It's just not worth it. It is just not worth it. It's not psychologically or mentally or emotionally worth it. Leave these dudes alone. Like I said, I remember years ago being on dating apps and having crazy men talk to me crazy on the dating app, and they got blocked. I was like, I don't even know you, and I'm not going to allow this person to abuse me. Hey, Big Al. Hey. So that's it. But I know y'all going to hate this one, because this is a round that the men are going to win. The men win this round. They might be on to something with y'all. Like they might be telling the truth about y'all. If y'all are finding yourself with the same no good bum over and over and over, it's y'all. It's y'all. Y'all don't want peace. Y'all don't want boring, or y'all don't want stable. You don't want reliable. You don't want what's good. And if that's the case, okay, go ahead with the bum. Go ahead with the guy that ain't got nothing. Go ahead with the guy that's sexy, but he got 5 kids. Go ahead with him, and you gonna get what you get. But here's what you ain't gonna get. You ready? You're not gonna get no sympathy. You're not gonna get no empathy over here. You're not a victim. You're a willing participant signing up for nonsense. So you're gonna cry that out alone. You're not gonna get no empathy from me. Nope. It's not gonna happen, because I'm seeing it happen too many times. Too many women finding themselves with dudes that are just, it's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. So, yeah, you're not going to get nothing over here. I got nothing for you. That's an L you're going to have to take. And I suggest that you grow, that you learn, that you rewire yourself, rewire your brain to not be attracted to the sexy dude and the exciting dude and the dangerous dude and rewire yourself. And in the interim, don't pick anybody. I told a client recently, I said, guess what? You're going to take the rest of the year off. Because she's frustrated, she's angry. I said, okay, you're just going to take the rest of the year off. Well, what if somebody come up to me? You're going to tell them no. That's a new one, huh? I'm actually telling her to turn people down. Tell them no. Tell them this is not a good time. I'm just taking a break. At the first of the year, I'll be open and ready. And guess what? If that man is for you, he'll circle back. He'll come back. But if he ain't about nothing, he gonna go, oh, okay, and he gonna go on to the next one, and he gonna be her headache. Y'all, I ain't never afraid to lose no good trifling man. I'm never afraid, because in my mind it's like, oh, I just unloaded a huge headache onto someone else. Like, oh wow, I've lost 200 pounds just like that. So women don't realize that 10% of trifling men know what excites women and give them that persona, then move on to the next one. Yeah, that is true. That is true. So ladies, like I said, you're going to have to take an L on this one. Please protect yourself. I'm seeing too many women put themselves in these horrible positions, and they have really bad results, and then they want to cry victim. But the truth is this: you can't wear whatever you want. You can't go wherever you want. You can't do whatever you want and think you're going to keep yourself safe. It doesn't work that way. You have to be in charge of protecting you. You have to be in charge of doing everything in your power. Guess how Anita may be sexually taken advantage of. Guess what? Guess the only way. Guess what? The only way Anita gonna be sexually taken advantage of. If somebody break into my house, like break into my house, break into my bedroom, get past the thing I got in the side drawer, like, and hold me down and take it. That's the only way that's gonna happen. Because Anita not going to no strange man's house. No strange man is coming here. I'm not getting in no car with no strange man. Okay? None of that's happening. So unless you break into this house and get into my room and you get past what's in that side drawer, okay then. That's, in my humble opinion, that's a victim. That's a person who was in their bed minding their business and someone broke in and took advantage of me. But y'all really gonna hate this. You ready? If I go on a date with a dude and I drink 4 margaritas and I let him drive me from the place to his place or to my place, and I let him in and something happened, I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. And you can feel about that how you want. Because I made choices along the way that led to this outcome. So all the little feminist rhetoric and whatever, okay, you can feel that way if you want. But it is solely your responsibility to protect yourself. And if you out on dates with men that you don't know and you drinking 4 margaritas and you letting that man, oh, you shouldn't drive. You shouldn't drive. I'll drive you home. You can get your car tomorrow. And he gets you to your place and gets you up there and look, you leaning on him and he unlocking your door and bringing you in. Those are a series of choices that you made. So how you feel about that is how you feel about that. We have got to do better. We have got to do better. We have to protect ourselves. And a lot of y'all are making dumb decisions that are costing you your life, that are costing you your, your sexuality, your femininity. These men are taking it from you because you're making dumb decisions. No, please, no. Women are far more skilled in the dating game than men. Men are very basic, so most of this responsibility does fall on women. Let me tell y'all, the responsibility is going to fall on women because women are the more vulnerable. So if you taking it from me and me getting pregnant by you and me having to carry a baby or go through an abortion or take care of a child, all that responsibility falls on me. That's the number one reason, ladies, why you have to prioritize your safety. Because you're the one that has to deal with that trauma, not him. Not him. He got what he wanted. He's good. But you the one have to wake up screaming in the night, knowing that this man took it from you. So you do everything in your power. Do everything in your power to protect yourself. And how that starts is all the choices that you make. Why do I keep telling y'all, stop dating, stop drinking on dates with men you don't know? But y'all don't listen. Well, I'm nervous. I need a glass of wine or two to feel less nervous. Then guess what? You probably shouldn't be dating. If you that nervous, if you can't even be yourself, if you can't show up as your authentic self on a date to get to know somebody, you need to have 2 or 3 margaritas in you, you probably shouldn't be dating, baby. You need to be on somebody's couch. You need to work that out in therapy. But you stay in your sober mind at all times with strange men. You don't know him. Okay? You don't know him. Because the dating apps allow them to present an avatar of themselves to multiple men. The rush of attention is irresistible. Alta says, facts, run up on me if you want to. No, sir. I know that's right. This is why I've been sober and drug-free my whole life. Good for you. And I need you to definitely stay that way on dates. Stay that way on dates. I do not believe in women smoking anything, taking any edibles, drinking anything on dates. I don't. You don't know him. Okay. Anita, you assume some women comprehend a decision being dumb or not. It simply doesn't register to some women. And that's why I exist. That's why my platform exists. Because if you don't know, now you know. I'm here to tell you. It is completely unacceptable, the things I see that is going on. Like, it blows my entire mind. And look, in that little group where they was telling on the men, the lady said, yeah, I met this guy on a date nap and we hooked up, we met out, and then we went back to my place and hooked up, and then, I didn't use protection, and then 2 weeks later, he gave me something, and then I went over there to tell him that he gave me something, and I was on medication, and I slept with him again. Y'all, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Let me get this straight. This man gave you a disease, a curable disease. You're on medication for it. And when you go over there to tell him about it, you give him some tail. I can't make this up. Like, what? Oh my God. People are so broken. They are so wounded. They are so emotionally unhealthy, so traumatized. It's like, oh God, sometimes I don't even believe it. I don't even believe it. Some of the things I hear, I kid y'all not, I don't believe it. She said a whole bozo. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, I don't believe the things I hear. Like, I don't believe it, y'all. And yet it's true. I kid y'all not. Please be safe. Please be safe. Okay? I made it this far and this long. If I'm being honest with you all, I made some dumb decisions. I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't. And it was nothing but God's grace. But guess what? There were some decisions I made where God kind of pricked me a little. He was like, oh. And I was like, oh, I got to wake up, because God's grace can even run out. Right? God told me. He said, hey, I got everybody in the world to look after. So you're going to have to do the best by you that you can. Okay? You relying a little too much on my grace. I gave you a brain, fool. I gave you a logical, rational brain to think with. And you need to use it. So after them 2 or 3 like little scrapes, I was like, never again. Never again. Never again. That was nothing but God's grace that nothing bad happened to me. But now, oh no. Like I said, I don't trust no strange man. I don't trust no man I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know you like that. Okay? And y'all need to do the same. All right, it's getting dark out here, and I can barely see myself. Have a great rest of your evening. If you want to watch this live in its entirety, you may do so through my Instagram platform. You need to be a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, all of the replays of my live will appear right after the live is over. If you are not, you can wait a few days and head on over to YouTube and check out all my lives there. You don't have to pay anything, but you do need to go over to YouTube. I would love it if you would subscribe. I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up. Okay, share it with anyone you think could benefit from it. But this is why I need a younger audience, and I keep telling you all that. And I got some good feedback from a couple of people over the last few days about how I can reach a younger audience. But this is why I need a younger audience, because 20 to 35-year-old women, I don't know if they've never heard this. I don't know what's going through their head, but they need help. They need help, and I'm here to give it. So, all right. Let's see. God's grace and wisdom only comes from Bible reading. Yeah, if people are willing to do that. Okay, if people are willing to do that, that's all we can do. All right, have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, stay open to love.